Hi everyone, this is Noor and welcome back to my channel. So before I go ahead and start off this video, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button to get notified every time I upload a new video. It will really mean a lot to me and it will make me really happy. Please. In today's video, I'm actually following the voiceover from Amber Scholl's video, DIY Plastic Surgery Makeup Transformation, is where you can actually transform your face, kind of having surgery done but DIY style and not going to somebody and putting some needles and knives on your faces. So it's actually really fun to do and it's very helpful. So if you guys are interested to watch my voiceover video doing it with Amber, that sounded bad. Following Amber's tips and tricks step by step, please keep on watching. So let's start off with playing Amber Scholl's video and follow the steps one by one to get the DIY plastic surgery that I always wanted. And let's see if actually this works. By the way, thank you so much Amber Scholl for creating a video like this on YouTube. I think it's been helping a lot of people with getting plastic surgery done, but DIY style and not actually going somewhere. So I'm quite excited to follow your steps and I hope you like it if ever you're watching this video, and I'm also hoping that everybody who's watching this video is going to enjoy the transformation. So let's get started. So I'm going to play Amber Scholl's video right now, listen to it and kind of going step by step, kind of like what I did with my TikTok makeup hack as well. So just following step by step. I think it's the best ways to you and I kind of see the transformation.
That's me. And that's me today. Yeah, I know. I look, well, different.
You're gorgeous.
It's no secret I've had a lot of work done. The secret is I did it all myself. I'm the queen of DIYs and giving things makeovers, and you know, myself is no different. I'm always trying to find new beauty hacks. And over the years, I've really done quite a number on my physical appearance. So how did I go from bootyless to bootylicious? Soft to snatched. Well, here to let you in on all my dirty little secrets. It's, well, me.
DIY plastic surgery.
Hi guys, it's Dr. Amber. Welcome back to my channel. Yep, this is me in all my natural glory. I know, you may not recognize me.
By the way, Amber Scholl is beautiful with makeup and without makeup. I just find her so amusing to watch, and I recently just subscribed to her channel. I don't know why, but I recently discovered her channel, so I'm like, why I just found her now? Like, I shouldn't have found her a long time ago, but honestly she does the best videos ever. So let's continue with the video.
Because you're used to seeing me like this, but you know, hey, that just goes to show you what a fabulous job I do, even as a completely unlicensed doctor. Like, you know, my scrubs are a bathrobe, and I really only have a PhD in shoes. But today I'm going to be hosting this video tutorial of how I basically completely rearranged my face at home, DIY, broke fit style. You know, cheap, easy. Not clickbait. So are you ready? Well, here we go. Alrighty, so let's begin with a nice, clean, clear shot of before. And it's not really a before picture. This is more of a just like what I actually look like photo.
That's my
so
before.
Here you can see this is me in all my natural. I woke up like this glory. Da-dee-da-da-da-da. Fabuloso. Okay, so we are going to get started with a cheek and jawline enhancement. So basically what we're going to do is some really fancy contouring. So you can see this is my face before and this is it when I suck it in. And I would like it to look like I'm sucking it in all the time. We love that. You know, like a reverse blowfish. So in order to achieve this fabulous Pokemon-inspired look, you're going to need some foundation, your favorite concealer, some highlighter, and of course some bronzing powder. So
she said foundation, highlighter, contour stick as well. So foundation, contour stick, concealer, I think to highlight, and then a highlighter. I use powder highlighter, so I guess highlighter she means by basically concealer. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a primer. Amber did not use a primer. I don't know why, girl, you always use a primer. So I'm going to use my Milk Hydro Grip primer. And I'm just going to apply that all over my face. She's actually using a foundation stick, but I'm going to use a foundation that's more liquid. That's what I kind of like, especially now in the summertime. I like to be very light on my skin, so that's what I'm going to use.
You're going to need some foundation, your favorite concealer, some highlighter, and of course some bronzing powder. So the first thing, we're just going to go ahead and put the foundation all.
So she uses bronzing powder as well. Now, there's few steps that I'm actually going to add in my routine just because I feel like it look a little bit better on myself. So I will be using a powder as well, but I'm going to use my face powder and foundation, my bronzing powder, concealer, and my stick. So all the products you're going to see me use in this video are going to be in the info box down below for you guys, just an FYI. So I already have my primer on. Now Amber uses a foundation stick from Makeup Forever, I believe. I'm going to be using my Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation, and you're probably going to hate me for this, but lately I've been really liking using this with my fingers, and I'm going to put that all over my face. See, now it blends way much better than before since I tanned a lot this summer, and I will keep on tanning because I love it. There you go, my foundation is now on. Let's continue and see what next that she does.
Again, I'm no beauty guru, but there you go. Then we're gonna go ahead and add the concealer underneath your eyes to brighten them up, you know. Then we're gonna go ahead and take the contour stick and...
Okay, so she went ahead and she concealed, and the way she put it, she also actually brought it down her nose as well. I'm going to do that. I normally don't do that. So for concealer, I'm using my Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and I'm going to apply that here. And she kind of just like brought it down a bit here on the nose. Apply the concealer how I kind of like to do it too. So just a tiny bit here, here, and down the nose as well. Then I'm going to be taking my sponge and blending it all out. She actually used her fingers for that, but I'm just going to use the sponge. If I'm looking on this side, it's just because I have my mirror there. I think she went ahead and started contouring now. I'm just going to find out with the video.
like that, and make your cheeks look a little bit more defined. Ta-da!
But she went ahead and she contoured. So we're going to do the suck-in face, which is, and I'm gonna go ahead and contour from there. So I'm going to do around my forehead, jawline as well. So the jawline, I'm just going to do like this, and then the nose. And I think I'm gonna move on forward because I know she does the nose quite extreme.
A little bit underneath here. We're already looking a lot more chiseled, but the biggest thing for enhancing your cheeks is adding highlight. This will really make the biggest difference. If you pop the cheeks, like it literally looks like I got cheek filler. They're so...
So then she uses actually powder highlight, which I'm gonna be doing after. So let's just go ahead and contour the nose. I'm just going to do it like this. And this is also a trick for the lips that I'm going to show you guys. I also showed you this trick for the lips in a previous video of mine as well, but I'm just going to go ahead and add some bronzer on my lips to enhance them, to make them look bigger. So I'm going to go ahead and blend everything out. I'm using a brush, and I'm using my Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH03 brush, and I'm going to just go ahead and blend all the contour. Oh, I forgot to mention that the contour stick that I use is from Juvia's Place. This one right here, and it's in shade Addis Ababa. I'm gonna take my sponge. Oh my god, I look quite extreme right now, but everything is gonna come together very, very nicely. So I'm just gonna take my sponge and blend everything out. I'm gonna go ahead and highlight a little bit more. I'm using my MAC Prep and Prime stick, and this one is in Bright Forecast. I used to use this a lot when I worked at MAC Cosmetics. It's one of my favorite highlighter ever. So I'm just gonna go ahead and highlight my face, which I'm gonna put it on the cheek area just to brighten up. Down the nose, in the middle of the nose, forehead. I'm also going to do the little lines here. And I'm also going to just clean up a little bit like this. Now Amber does not do this, but I figured to add it in this video and show you also the difference that this will do as well. I'm just going to take my sponge and blend everything out. I don't know if you guys could tell a difference, but my face looks kind of slimmer than it was. So this trick definitely works. I've been doing this trick for a while as well, so when I saw Amber doing it, I'm like, yes girl. So it does help to transform your face. If contouring does the whole thing, especially when you highlight, it just brightens a little bit more and it kind of slims down the face more as well. So Amber, that's a really good tip for the beauty world. I know you're no makeup guru, but you're doing a great job with transforming your face without any surgeries. I believe she also highlighted with powder, which I'm going to be using my Anastasia. But before I do that, I like to set my under eye concealer because I tend to crease a lot. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna take my sponge with my powder. I'm using my Lancome powder, and I love this powder, by the way. If you guys haven't tried it, you should try it. It's really, really good. This is the Dull Finish powder, and my shade is 310. So I'm just gonna take it with my sponge, and I'm going to dab that just where I put my highlight, just to set it in place. This will help bake the skin without making it look too extremely cakey. And I love this powder because it's so light on the skin, and I just really like it. So I'm just gonna take that powder and kind of set my highlighted areas just like this. I'm gonna leave the rest like it is. But this really, really, really helps a lot. So this is also a step if you guys want to try. It works a lot, especially when your sponge is a little bit damp as well. It really helps to make the powder look and just matte. Then Amber goes ahead and she highlights. So I'm gonna do that. I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills with Emrazy. This is one of my favorite highlighters ever. And I'm gonna be taking it with my Morphe and Jaclyn brush here. This is the JH09, one of my favorites as well. So, and then she highlighted right here. Ooh, this really transforms the face. This really helps to pop out your cheekbone, and it just changes the whole look. So I absolutely love this trick. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that, and I'm also going to drag it just under the brows. I think she highlighted the whole face. I think I'm going just a little bit crazy here. Let me just go back in here and see.
Defined now and popping out, it's like, woo, baby. Even though literally all I did was add makeup. But now to the real good stuff. Okay, so everyone always asks if I've had a nose job since I started filming my YouTube videos. No, actually, this is the same, just very heavily contoured. So, you can see here is my nose before. Wow, very unfortunate angle, but let's just go with it. So you can see I have the little bit of foundation on it from contouring my face already, but you can see all we're going to do here is, after obviously putting foundation on it, you're gonna go ahead and put concealer on the sides of your nose to kind of brighten up the sides.
So she went ahead and added concealer slash highlight on the sides of the nose, which I already did that with you guys. So I'm just gonna move on to the next step.
But the part that's really gonna make the difference is the bronzing powder. So you're gonna kind of just contour the tip a little bit like this, you know, just putting it on the edges and creating shadows around it. And then also do it down the sides to create, again, natural looking shadows. Obviously we're gonna blend this, so it's fine that it's really dark, but you can see that, dun dun dun. And then the part that really makes the biggest difference is enhancing the tip with a little bit of contour contour in this area right here. I don't know what you call that, but there you go. So if you put a little bit of bronzing powder right there, it almost creates the illusion that your nose is tilted upwards toward the sky like a sweet little adorable piggy. Oh, do you see that? Oh my goodness, it's working.
All right, so I'm quite excited to do that because I normally don't do that with powder. I just kind of go ahead and dust my nose with bronzer, so I never went ahead in details and contoured my nose in detail. So I am quite excited about this trick. So she uses her bronzing powder. Again, I'm using Too Faced. Come on, Too Faced, I think it's time for you to sponsor me. I'll have a lot of stuff from you. What you waiting for? So I'm going to be using that, and she also used a small little brush as well. So I'm going to be taking this brush. This is from Royal and Landigal Slick Pro. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that, taking my bronzer. And then the way she contoured her nose, she basically kind of went all around here, all the way, like the little tip here. She kind of did like a circle somehow. I just have a mirror here for you guys so you guys could also see what I'm doing. And then she also went down her nose just a tiny bit, and she said that she blends everything out at the end, so I will do that as well. Now, I always thought about getting my nose done, but oh, look at that. I always found my nose a bit too big, but I kind of grew with kind of loving the shape of my nose. So since now I can kind of just work around with makeup and reshaping it, so I just never thought about redoing my nose again. So she also did the little tip right here. She said that your nose will slightly, oh my god. It looks like it's like looking up, and it's so true. Like my nose just slightly looks like lifted up a little bit. That is so weird. So let's continue on doing that. Like that. And then I believe she blended it all out. So I'm just gonna take my sponge and I'm going to blend that powder out. I don't know why it looks like dirty. My nose looks dirty. So I'm just gonna blend out the tip a little bit more. All right, so that is how my nose looks like contoured right now. So hopefully you guys see a difference, because I definitely do see a difference with this. I mean, girl, this looks like, my nose looks really small. I don't know. I just don't like this part here because I feel like it's bothering me. It looks like my nose is dirty. But let's just continue on. Maybe I'll forget about it once everything's done. So let's just continue.
Okay, obviously blend it in as much or as little as you like. I low-key almost prefer to make it look not particularly blended in perfectly, so I'm gonna leave it a little dark and then put on the highlight on the tip of the nose and also on the bridge, skipping that little indented part. And you can see, look at that, it literally looks like I have a brand new nose, especially in photos. You would actually not recognize it. It's crazy, like a little anime character. How cute is that? Wow, look at that. Now that's what I call a difference. Granted, I cheated a little with the angle, but you know, still, you get the point. Okay, we are going to move on to a brow lift. You guys know, like I said in my last video, my brows have had maybe 500,000 different lives. They're like a cat, except with way more lives than a cat. This is what my natural eyebrow looks like. You may remember it from all my old videos. It is just kind of a mess. It honestly tilts really down.
So her eyebrows are way different than mine. I know Amber shaves the tail of the brows, which I'm obviously not going to do that because I just like how my tail is kind of just going up naturally. So I'm just gonna leave it as it is. Her old brows, it goes way lower than mine, so she kind of shaves the ends of them, which is also a really good trick if you have brows that's like very tilted down, because when your brows are really going down, it looks like your face is down or like your eyes look sad. So when you just kind of lift your brows up, it really makes a huge difference to your face. That just, your face looks like more lifted, more awake. So that is a good tip if you have really low brows. Try shaving off the ends and just redraw it, and it does make a huge difference. So I will kind of go through the video, just watch and see what she does. but
making me look very tired.
It helps.
So I have been giving them a makeover for many, many moons. But the real makeovering started when I decided to shave off the tail ends, which I would still recommend. That is the biggest way to lift your eyes. So
a tip, if you're trying to shave the tail of your brows, please don't use a regular razor, but use a beauty razor. It looks like this. These are the best tools for your face, especially if you use a regular razor. I feel like the hairs will grow 20 times thicker, but if you use this one, I feel like the hair grows back normally, not thicker, but it just really helps a lot. I actually use this to shave the little peach fuzz around my face and also upper lip, but also in between here and here. These are the best. You can get them off of Amazon or even Walmart. So if you are willing to shave the tail of your brow, make sure you use a facial razor and not a regular body razor. It does do a huge difference. So that's a tip from me to you guys.
Shave off the tails of them, and then you can fill in the rest of it to where you want it to be, and it will literally open up your eyes so much. Another thing that I just started doing is laminating my brows, which I also could not recommend enough. I used to get them done this salon, but I just did a video the other day where I did it myself with a kit on Amazon, and it was the best thing ever. Yes, I know it looks kind of insane, but once you fill it in and touch it all up, it literally makes such a huge difference. Like, are you kidding me? Look at that! It actually changed my entire face. Like, I don't even look like the same person. This is one of the biggest things. If you really want to snatch your face, this is the way to do it.
So she did a lot of good tips in there. So she went ahead and she laminated her brows. Now I've never done that, which I really think that I should do it. She said that she bought the kit off of Amazon, so I have to look into it and see if I can kind of basically now laminate my own brows, meaning just having a brow lift but at home. But you can also do it at the salon if you want to. So she went ahead and she filled in her brows. I'm gonna show you guys how I like to fill in my brows to kind of make them look a little bit more thicker and somewhat lifted. I use 3 products that I've been using for a long time, which is my Benefit 3D Brow Tone. This is the Tinted Brow Mascara, and then the Precision Brow Pencil. These are my favorite products ever to use. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm just gonna take my little mirror here. I just like to brush my brows up a little bit. I'm just using the little spoolie or brush from the pencil that I have. So before going ahead and using my brow pencil, I'm going to use the tinted or the 3D brow tone from Benefit, and I'm just going to brush that in the inner corners and brushing the hair upwards. This will help somewhat lift the brows up. Now, just like Amber, my brows went through a lot. If you guys have watched my videos from the beginning, you know that I had literally no brows back then until I decided to stop plucking them and letting them grow and using a lot of castor oil and coconut oil to help basically regrow my brows. I was really not confident with my brows back then. I wasn't able to leave the house without having my brows done, but now I can basically just leave the house, and trust me, brows makes a huge difference to your face. They're kind of like the arcs or the wings to your face, if that makes any sense. I actually still let them grow. I barely kind of pluck my brows anymore, except if I just want to clean them out, obviously. So yeah, tip for me to use: stop plucking your brows and use a lot of castor oil and coconut oil, and trust me, you will see a difference within a month or even less. So make sure that you do that. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and use the pencil and just fill in my brows like I normally do. For your brows, try to always follow your imaginary line. Every brow has an imaginary line, and just follow it, and like that you will have a very nice filled in brow, making it very natural and not super overdrawn. Because trust me, back in the days I used to always overdraw my brows and I looked weird now looking back at my pictures. But I can tell you guys that the way I do them now, they look more fuller but yet natural. So just follow the invisible line that you have. So I do see some invisible lines going on right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and follow them. like this. I'm gonna go ahead and do some cleanup. So I do have a little bit of foundation in the back of my hand here, and I'm just going to do the little cleanups, especially on, I like to do the cleanups mainly more on the tail of my brows. Then just to enhance them a little bit more, I'm going to be using the NYX tinted brow, and this is in, I believe, brunette, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is in brunette, and I'm just going to brush the tail of the brow and making it just a tiny bit darker. Since my hair is black, I like my brows to be a bit dark. So there you have it. My brows are done now, and you can see a huge difference. So let me just zoom out so you guys could see my face from far away, and now it's a bit too close. Look at my face. The brows does a huge difference. So let's just move on and see what next Amber does.
Not to mention you save about 20K on a brow lift. Pretty cool. Another thing that I actually just discovered, this is a celebrity hair secret. So if you guys have heard about the ponytail brow lift, it's basically the fox eye trend. It is where you will lift your brows to kind of create a quote-unquote fox eye Bella Hadid style. So basically just part your hair down the middle, and then you're going to go ahead and take a little side section of hair like this, and you can see when you tug on that, it pulls on your skin and pulls on your eye, just like a literal facelift. So,
wow.
Dun dun.
Okay, so she went in and she started doing her hair. I was actually thinking about doing my hair at the end, but since Amber did it now, let's go ahead and do it now. So let's move this right here. And she talked about a hair tuck to lift your eyelid or lift your, you know, here. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going, basically she just parted her hair up, so I'm just gonna part this part up here. So basically what she said is that if you take a little piece right here and you kind of tuck up, so you can tell right away that your skin is like lifted. I don't know if you guys could see the difference. This is not pulled, and then when you pull it out, it looks like this. So you see the difference? I see a difference. So let's do that. So let's take this part down and this part down. I don't know how this is going to work, but we're going to try it. So we're just gonna take this here. Okay. I'm just gonna take my hair out of my way. I'm just gonna tie it. I also have these little hair elastics, like they're very tiny. I have it in black since my hair is black. And what I'm gonna do is that I'm going to basically tuck, pull out. Oh my god, this is going to hurt. So just tucking, pulling really tight. I don't know if you guys could see a difference. Oh no, I lost it. Take two. Let's try this again. If you guys like my baby hair. So let's try that again. So I was able to tie it, but I don't feel it tight enough. So I guess I'll just tighten it when it's all done here. So let's just grab and tighten. Ow! Ooh, okay. Oh, that is a difference. Look at that. That made a huge difference. Mind you, my baby hair is just not letting you see anything, so yeah, but I do feel it quite tight on here. I don't know if you guys see a difference, but I really do see a difference. So let's continue, I guess. So my hair is like pulled out. I feel like, yeah, it's tight. It's really tight. I feel it.
You're gonna do that on both sides. You can get both of them, and then when you pull on them, again, you can see it will raise your eyebrow and thus change your eye shape a little bit. So pull that back into a little mini tiny ponytail and use a very tiny little elastic to kind of secure that right there. Pull it nice and tight so then it lays flat on your head in the back, and then when you take your hair down, literally just cover that up, and you can see, oh my goodness, that is hella snatched. Look at that. It's like a secret sneaky ponytail that no one will know about unless they touch your head. So don't do this on dates, but you know, you get the point. It's really crazy. It honestly makes a huge difference. Again, a bunch of you have been asking if I got the fox brow lip.
She actually went ahead and tied her hair in a ponytail, which I don't really like to do, but I will try something else. I'll do like a half up, half down kind of thing. I have my straightener on here on the side, so I'm gonna let that heat up and then I'll go ahead and fix up the little baby hairs.
Lifting IRL. Nope, this is just what I have been doing. Before and after. It's wild what you can do at home. Not to mention when you add my signature Halloween liner and foxy lashes, it really makes a difference. Who even is this person? I have no idea. So crazy. The power of makeup is insane. Okay, now we're going to do one.
So she went ahead and she did her wing liner. So she does her wing liner quite up, and she also does the tear duct area, and she uses quite matte shades as well on her eyes. So let's go ahead and do that. So for this tutorial, I'm going to be using my Thirsty palette. I found it was the best one that had mainly a lot of beautiful neutral shades too. So it has this one here, and it has this shade right here as well that I'm gonna go ahead and use. What I'm gonna do is that I'm not going to use a primer on the eyes, so I'm gonna skip that point. Yeah, and just go ahead and basically do my eyes. So I'm just going to do that. So I'm using the brown shade in this palette, and I really like this palette lately. I've been using it a lot. I'm using this shade right here, and this is called Subtil, I believe. And I'm just going to take it and put that on the outer crease just to kind of lift the eye. That's how I feel like Amber likes to apply. So she always apply her browns in the outer corners, and then her matte shade, light matte shade in the inner corners. I'm going to do that as well. Sorry if my palette was in the way there. And what I'm gonna do also is that I am also going to apply that same brown shade, and I'm going to put it on the lower lash line, but just on the outer corners here. Then I'm going to be taking this shade right here, which is the lightest one in the palette. I'm just going to put that in the inner corners right here. I normally like to use shimmers, but I'm going to keep it matte, just like Amber's. Obviously, if you want the colors to pop more, you can always use a primer. Then she goes ahead and she wings her eyes. So I'm going to do that. I'm actually using two different wing liners because, you know, one of them is like running low, but I like the tip of the other one because it's like really thin. So they're both from Stila. And this is the Stay All Day waterproof liner, and I love it. I'll do one eye with you guys, just do the other one off camera. And what I'm gonna do is that I'm just going to wing my eye liner going upwards like that. Kind of follow the tip of your brow. That would be a really good tip. So just follow that and then join it to your lash line. Try to keep the line up here as thin as possible. And then I'm going to take the other one, the longer one here, because it's thinner, and I'm going to go ahead and create the little point at the tear duct area. Sorry, I kind of have to look straight here. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see what I'm doing, but hopefully you could. Like this, and I'm just going to point it out here. There you go, you have one wing liner done. I'm gonna go ahead, put some mascara and lashes like Amber does. I'm just going to curl the lashes. I don't know if Amber does that. I did not see that in her video. Now she moves on to the lips, but I'm going to do the lips at the end.
Everyone, and it's just very funny to do that. So, yeah, anyways, big pouty lips, we love it.
What I decided to do is just finish up the eyes and then kind of go back and show you the lips and how she does them. So because I'm going to follow up as well. So for mascara, I'm going to be using my Benefit the Real mascara, which is my top favorite one. Ooh, look at that difference. Crazy. Look at this and look at that. I'm going to be using House of Lashes, and these are in Noir Fairy Lit, and they look like that. I've used them before, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply these on. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm going to lay them flat, and I'm going to put it on the outer corners as much as possible. And when it comes to the outer corners, I'm going to place them a bit higher, the lash line. I don't know if you guys were able to see that, but that's how I'm going to place the lashes band a bit higher than your actual lash line. So when you lift it up, your eye just looks like you're looking up naturally. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye and then come back and finish up the look with Amber, see what next that she does. Look at the difference that this does. I look really different and I like it. Then she moves on to the lips. So let's go ahead and do that. I did apply a lip. If you want your lips to look bigger, this is probably one of my favorite. This is the Too Faced. Again, Too Faced, I mean, it's time to sponsor me. This is the Lip Injection Extreme. This is the instant long-term lip plumper, and I love this stuff a lot. I feel like if I use this a lot, it will definitely give me a lip rash because it's quite strong, because you do feel it tingling a lot. So I just put it a little bit like that while I was doing my eye. It helps plump up my lip a little bit, because I know Amber uses a matte lip liner. So let's go ahead and find out what she does.
Who even is this person? I have no idea.
So she uses a dark shadow down here, which I will do that with you guys. And she also uses a black liner inside the eye. I normally don't like to do that because I feel like my eyes look smaller. I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe I'll just do the shadows with some mascara. But lately, without some mascara at the bottom, I feel like my eyes look bigger. So I'll just do what she did right here.
Okay, now we're going to do duck lips. So, confession, obviously I mentioned this before. It is no secret. I do actually have lip fillers. You guys remember they used to look like this, and now they look like this. But I'm going to show you how I make them look even bigger than this because I am crazy. So, basically, you can see my, quote, natural lips like this right now. And first thing you want to do is obviously moisturize them, because taking care of them is just a good thing. But overlining them is the wave. But you want to do it with a nude pencil so it kind of looks like it could potentially be just, you know, an extension of your lip. Literally just makes it so much bigger. It's actually crazy. And you kind of...
So she used a nude lip liner and she overlined. So overlining is basically the key here. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm using a nude liner too. This is from MAC and the name is Hover, which is my favorite nude liner. And she said to overline. So let's go ahead and do that. Now Amber does have some lip filler going on. I do as well. So that really, you know, it helps if you have lip filler. If you don't, then you can always go ahead and cheat with overlining. The difference that it does, it's crazy.
Can't really tell I overlined it. I mean, you can tell, but you know. Another tip is kind of softening the edges to almost make it look like the center of them is raised. So if you shrink the sides, it makes the top look bigger. Therefore, just kind of makes your lips look bigger in general. I don't really know what the science behind this is, but you can see, look at that. Way bigger. Also, putting a lighter color in the middle will kind of increase the size, and you can see, look at that. Whose mouth is that? That's crazy.
So she used a lighter color. I'm going to be using the Jeffree Star Mannequin.
So Instagram's so dumb, but you know, whatever. So another tip is adding a nude clear gloss over a nude lip liner will make them look 50,000 times bigger. Like, look at this. You add that plumping gloss on there. Whoa! Humongous! This is crazy. I literally don't even recognize myself. This is so fun.
So I'm gonna go ahead and add the nude gloss using the one from Jeffree Star as well. Oh, this does make a huge difference. And this one is in Legends Only.
I really love doing videos like this because it just really exposes myself and exposes everyone, and it's just very funny to do that. So, yeah. Move on to our body now, actually. We're gonna try a little bit of lipo. Have you ever seen those viral photos of like people drawing?
Okay, then she moved on to her body. So I'm not going to show you that. I'm going to skip that because I just don't want to do that. I'll go ahead and finish up the face and I'll be back to show you the end result. Alright you guys, there you have it. Everything is done on my face. I went ahead and applied blush, also a little bit of contour powder or bronzing powder, and a little bit more of highlight as well. Everything is going to be indicated in the info box for you guys, but I can tell you that it is a huge difference that this makeup did to my face. It's definitely surgery DIY style, and I honestly really like it. I love the fact that my hair is pulled up. It really makes my face look a little bit more awakened and more lifted. I love that. Also, the lips are huge. I normally do overdraw my lip a little bit, but not that intensely, but I have to say, your girl likes it a lot. I went ahead and I also applied a darker brown eyeshadow down here, but I did not add mascara. I really like the look with no mascara, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. But overall, this is definitely a face changer for me. I absolutely really like it a lot. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I really hope you guys give it a try. See if you like the DIY surgery style. I find it's fun to do, and it's, you know, you get to see your face before and after, which is quite crazy. If you guys do give it a try, make sure that you tag me and obviously tag Amber to it. And if you guys haven't watched any of Amber's videos, make sure you go ahead and check her out and subscribe to her channel. She is the queen of DIY broke bitch style, so check her out if you haven't. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.